Good afternoon. The famous running of the Bulls Festival saw its first goring injury this morning as 5 people were taken to hospital. A fighting bull, which became separated from the rest of the pack, caused chaos and panic among revellers. The 575-kilogram animal lifted one runner into the air and smashed him down onto the tarmac in Pamplona's Old Town. At one point, it even turned on one of the ranchers, trying to guide it towards the pens at the bull ring at the end of the course. Towards the finish, it appeared to dig its horns into the stomach of one of the 6 steers accompanying the fighting bulls on each of the morning runs, narrowly missing a reveller in traditional festive attire, who was sprawled helpless on his back. In an initial casualty roundup after the end of the run, a Red Cross official confirmed one person had suffered a gore wound and had been among the 5 people taken to hospital. Yesterday, 5 more were rushed to hospital after being injured during the first run. One suffered a serious chest injury and was left with multiple rib fractures. There were many reports of haze in the air and a strong smell of burning wood on social media this morning across the whole of the Costa Blanca. It comes from a large forest fire that is active in the Tarragona area. The change in wind direction and the atmospheric currents have carried the smoke a long way south. The forest fires have destroyed thousands of hectares in the region of Tarragona and continues to rage throughout the region of southern Catalonia, destroying more than 2,300 hectares and promoting a series of emergency lockdowns. What began yesterday as a rapidly advancing blaze has now swept through multiple municipalities. More than 2,000 residents have already been ordered to remain indoors, with evacuations underway in some areas. Firefighters are working around the clock to keep the flames from crossing the Ebro River, which is a natural barrier that, if breached, could dramatically escalate the crisis. Over 300 firefighters are on site, supported by a military emergency unit and 12 aircraft. Smoke from the fire even affected flights at Alicante Airport this morning. Ibiza's famous super clubs are overwhelming the island's health services, with at least a quarter of ambulances every night diverted to help clubbers suffering from drugs and alcohol, so a paramedics union has claimed, and is putting the public health service under unbearable pressure, and they're calling on the clubs to pay for private ambulances instead. The president of the USAE union, which represents ambulance staff on the island, said that every night at least 25% of cases handled by crews come from the nightclubs. Following a period of drought, the interior of Majorca was suddenly drenched in a freak rainstorm yesterday. All of the island was under a yellow alert for heavy rain. In São Paulo, 36.8 litres of rain per square metre were recorded. The rainstorm caught many by surprise, especially drivers, as visibility was dramatically reduced. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.